I met you on the set of House Party, right?
Yeah, man.
So it's so crazy. It was like, yo, Bill, there's this role that I think that you could knock out the park. You know, it's a cameo joint, but it's really dope. And I was like, yo, who's directing it? And it was like, it's a young dude, South Central. He's dope. He's the next wave. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what? So I started checking you out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, he look young as hell. I was like, yo, he looked like he just came out of film school. Sure enough, I meet you. You start talking about your vision. I was like, "Yeah, you supposed to have this job." I knew. As soon as I met you, you was the one, man. How did you end up getting this amazing franchise, House Party? Which, for all the people that will be watching and listening to this, it premieres Friday. So make sure you go out and see it. It is a new ride. It's a new vibe. Go.
Man, so it's a weird story, but basically, you know, through music, I met a lot of different artists, right? So Childish Gambino is someone that I worked with closely, and as well as his creative team that went on to like develop and write Atlanta, right? And so I remember maybe like 2018, they announced that the writers from Atlanta were writing House Party. And so I immediately went to his DMs like, yo, bro, I need first dibs on House Party. And to be honest, like at that point, I hadn't done any narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I was low-key just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Just
but
like,
I want that.
Yeah, but I want that. But you know, and they still had to write the script. Like, it was still early. And, you know, probably within a year, you know, I had done a bunch of music videos that are notable. I did, you know, stuff for Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah, that
I did
was fire.
Old Town Road, and I made it a point.
Huge.
I made it a point to put narrative moments in those music videos so that, you know, when the time come, people can be like, okay, he can do some kind of narrative thing. And so, you know, a year later, it was time to find a director after they had finished the script, and they reached out to me. You know, I had Old Town Road going crazy.
A billion views. That song was huge.
Yeah, it's damn near the biggest song ever. Yeah.
I mean, everybody was singing, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride. I mean, that was like an anthem.
Yeah, man. And like, you know, and even with that, like I remember, you know, I had just got married and I was coming back from my honeymoon. So I was out the game for like 2 months, like just traveling. And they sent me an email. It was like, yo, this is this kid from Atlanta. You know, we want you to do this video, like write a treatment. And I literally responded back to them, is this a joke?
Right.
And
stop playing.
Yeah, and they was like, nah. And so I just kind of wrote that treatment like, all right, look, I don't know what this song is gonna do, but if I had to do a video, I'll probably want to do it like, you know, think about like Atlanta on FX. Like I could see an episode where like a cowboy from the past like comes to the hood, and like everybody in the hood got to figure out how to interact with it. They touching the horse, they, you know, trying to race, you know, the horse with the Impala, and they liked the treatment, you know what I'm saying? And so we made the video, and it went on to win, you know, a VMA, a Grammy. And, you know, it was just like me following my gut. And like that really gave me the confidence that I could do whatever.
Absolutely, man. It is a feel too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times your gut is right. You know, sometimes when we tap into that part of us that is intrinsically who we are, we always make the right choice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you put together such a good movie. I mean, first of all, the movie that I was in, Who's the Man, I think might have had more cameos than y'all. But it was 1 million cameos in Who's the Man back in the day. How many people are in House Party? Let's just give them a few of the names.
To be honest, I mean, look, we got Bill Bellamy. Boom. We got Kid Cudi.
Boom.
Snoop Dogg.
Boom.
LeBron James.
Wow.
Anthony Davis.
Wow.
Little Wayne.
Odell
Beckham Jr. We got countless people in this movie, man, and it's funny because like they are cameos, but if you think about the story in the film, it's a LA story. Like you can if you go to LeBron's party at his crib, you're going to see these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jacob Lattimore, it was a pleasure to. I didn't get a chance to meet the other actor though.
You didn't meet Tosin, huh?
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't get a chance. We didn't work the same days. Yeah. And what I liked about Jacob is that, you know, he does everything too. It's just like, you know, he can sing, he can act, he can dance. I mean, he's doing music while he's making a movie, a TV show. I think, you know, even like you said earlier, Childish Gambino, I mean, you know, Mr. Glover, you know what I'm saying? He's so talented, bro. He could do whatever, man. I love this energy of your generation, you know what I mean? If I had to give you your flowers is that you guys are utilizing all your assets. You guys are using the internet. You know, some cats are blowing off a video.
Yeah,
some cats,
for sure.
comedians are blowing up off of TikTok.
Yep.
Dancers routines are like blowing up. People are getting gigs for choreography, for movies, all this stuff. So I always tell guys, like, they always ask me, yo, man, what was Def Jam like? I was like, Def Jam was like the internet for y'all.
Bruh. I can't even imagine.
I mean, it's like there was no other way to blow up. Like, we were on cable. Cable was like no ceilings. Yeah. And if you went on there and you had a good set, you had a TV show.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like everybody got a TV show. Martin. Jamie, you know, Steve. Like said. Like,
well, it's funny. It's funny because in this film, you know, there's a lot of quote unquote IG comedians, right? Right. And I think, you know, the term IG comedian is kind of a negative term, right? It's like, oh, they're not comedians. They don't do stand up. They can't really act. They're, you know, confined to the phone. They do skits, right? 8 seconds. That's the joke. But I think, you know, I thought it was my responsibility as someone from this generation to put those IG comedians in this film so that they can, you know, have an opportunity. Because I think the reason why we call them IG comedians is because they don't have any other platforms. Like, what other movies
are there?
Yeah, what other movies they going to audition for? You know what I'm saying?
I've had an opportunity to meet so many of what we call our internet comedians or guys that do these amazing skits, from King Batch to Ha Ha Davis
House
to
Party. He in House Party.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? DC Young
Fly, House Party.
Des Banks.
Desi, crazy.
Desi is crazy funny. You know what I'm saying? Just hilarious. Yep. I've met so many. B. Simone. You know, these talented young cats that are like courageous. Like, yo, I'll throw a skit up, shoot. I'll just be in my house, you know, with a hairdryer or whatever. And make something that get 1 billion views, right?
Yeah, man.
That's the best promotion ever.
Of course, and everybody's on their phone. So what's the best?
Got a phone.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So in this film we got DC Young Fly who killed it. Like, I think DC's acting chops are so underrated, man. And he's not doing the thing that everybody expects him to do. He's giving you different levels of ability, but still being crazy and still having a good time. And I think, you know, it's so important to give him that platform, dog. He's one of our greatest actors in the other generation.
And another one, DC Young Fly. Shout out to Fly. What up, boy? He does it all. Sing.
Yeah, man. He was singing on set, dancing. I'm like, shit.
He damn near baby Chris Brown. I see him dancing. I'm like, damn, bro, what else you can do? He was like, I can make ice cream. I make sweet potato pie. No.
Yeah.